Kimi, there you are. I'm with Kimi. Sorry for butting in, Esteban. Kimi, happy with that qualifying performance?
No pressure on me then. So you've been out, Sebastian's been out, you've set a benchmark.
Kimi, a manic race out there. Just tell us the view that you had at the start.
Just a couple of questions for Kimi. In Shanghai, Marciano was not so fine with you. We heard him talking not so gently. And I would like to know about your relationship with him and with the team. And the second one, how long you think your career will last still?
Do you think the Ferrari has that raw race pace to have a good fight, obviously, with Valtteri and the Williams, but more importantly with Nico out in pole position?
You've had technical problems, obviously. The MGUK went in Hungary when you were running a very solid second. Do the technical problems you've had on the car sort of disguise the season's results? Because people might look at the points you've got and say, well, you know, you're nowhere near Vettel. Maybe you don't deserve another contract.
And of course your mind is Ferrari or nothing, yeah?
Your world title win in 2007 is a good example that anything can happen in a Formula One title showdown race. Hamilton needs something similar to what you got to win the title on Sunday. Tell us how you approach an anything can happen mentality, and what do you think will happen on Sunday?
Fernando Alonso, you've had some great teammates. How do you rate him?
Kimi, was a great job in qualifying yesterday. Was that as much as you could get out of the car?
If you ever believed that you didn't have that fair chance, the same chance as the guy sitting in the car alongside you, would you ever say anything about it?
Kimi, how are you? You had a bit of a difficult time yesterday, but I would imagine you are going to be pretty feisty today. We're going to see some fireworks from you coming through.
Kimi, your first time in India, what are your thoughts, your impressions?
Kimi, top of the times, even with dropping a tenth or two in that final sector, it's looking pretty good. I guess you're hoping conditions are similar tomorrow for qualifying.
That's what happened with Valtteri out there on track again today.
Kimi, you were the last time that we had Ferrari completely in the first row was in Magny-Cours 2008, and you were there. After 9 years, you are still fighting on top.
Kimi, after the second round in Malaysia, Ferrari fans feeling better that maybe this year will be different. What Ferrari can promise the fans about 2016?
Describe that as one of your easiest wins. Are you surprised by the pace of the car and how well it looks after the tyres?
Before the start of the season in testing, you and Sebastian and the team in general were quite positive about the improvements made with this car. But I wanted to kind of get an idea from your point of view of where those improvements have come from, and is the car, in what areas is the car more to your likings, more suited to your driving style?
Kimi, we saw in the tests in Barcelona, even inside the track, bands number 9, 10, that you could brake and the front of the car enter. You didn't have a lot of understeer. And this year you complained in the radio, you heard that you suffer with understeer. Maybe is one of the reasons, or lack of performance from you to Sebastian. What happened from the winter tests to now?
I've always wanted to ask this. You say you were pretty bad at school. What age did you leave school, and was there anything you liked about it?
Well, I'm here with Kimi Räikkönen. Bit of a frustrating day starting 14th. But you must be ready for this challenge ahead today. But for motivation, all the fans that are here, they seem to be there's a lot of Kimi fans here and Ferrari fans. Does that give you that little extra push to say, right, I'm going to do it for you guys as well, as yourself?
Kimi, welcome back. Scene of a very famous victory for you many moons ago. Can you believe it's the last Ferrari World Championship?
How close do you think it is going to be between the top 4? Do you think you're just going to be pretty much stuck together? Is that what you're expecting?
Kimi, you hung on to the Mercedes for as long as you could at the start of the race. It was maybe a little bit lonely towards the end. But how much has the Ferrari improved, and are you feeling more comfortable in it as the season's gone on?
Kimi, you said it's going to take a bit more time until the car is still right up there. Does that mean that you would think that a win here is unlikely? And you've won here so many times. What's the key to having a success here?
Kimi, you've out-qualified your teammate for just the third time this year. You'll be starting from second, and you must be pretty confident in the race trim of this Ferrari.
Kimi, guess what? Bahrain P2 was your best result for 2 years. Has it been also the best weekend for you during these times at Ferrari lately?
How proud are you that when the history of this sport and Ferrari is looked upon, your name will be linked as a champion with this team?
How you doing, mate? 4th position. I know it's not quite what you wanted, but you've got good race pace. You must be really happy. You've got a chance of doing a good job, maybe winning, you never know.
Kimi, coming to you. You said in Sochi that the collision with Valtteri Bottas was a racing incident. You watched it again, I'm sure, no doubt. How do you feel about it now, and how have you left it with Valtteri?
Looking very well for you, man.
Well, I've been coming here for sort of over 20 years, and I'm always amazed how many Finnish flags are flashing around here. But got a little message for them. They've come a long way.
Kimi, you have never won in Italy and have had 3 podiums here. How would you describe your relationship with Monza circuit?
So, Kimi, not a totally straightforward weekend for you, but today is another day, and as always, you get tremendous support here.
Nice. Kimi, I would love to know how difficult it is for Ferrari to get the right temperature on the tires, and what do you expect in this race?
Thing with Bottas hits the curbs and hits you. Did you notice that already immediately?
Kimi, a difficult race for you today from a long way back in the grid, but you have won from 10th before. What chances today?
Listen, you're looking forward to this today, a Red Bull. Whoa! A Red Bull, the big threat for you guys, or can you take it to Mercedes?
It's such a shame because you've been looking so strong throughout the weekend. How much better is the Ferrari, and especially in terms of race pace for tomorrow?
The latest information from the FIA says that the cockpit shield has received the nod over the halo for 2018. First of all, which of the 2 systems do you prefer, and what do you think of the shield in any event?
Kimi, let's start with you.
You want to win it, of course. It'll be your first win around Bahrain, but a circuit that seems to suit you very well.
How much of a challenge is this circuit in terms of the car, on you physically? It kind of tests everything, doesn't it, here in Barcelona?
I was about to say I like medals, so yeah.
Kimi?
I mean...
Kimi Räikkönen, you're getting in your little car here. I'll close the door for you. There you go. Anyway, yesterday, I think the seatbelt's in there. Yesterday, happy with the performance?
I'm interested to understand, at the start, you're going to think about the leading immediately, or also you consider the Mercedes behind, that maybe on the long straight they can create something?
Kimi, your thoughts?
Yeah.
What's your take on the medium tyres? Some teams seem to be surprised that they're a bit better around here, and maybe the race tyre.
Kimi?
So, with all the fans out there, what is realistic for you as far as a result at the end of the day? What are you aiming for?
Kimi, coming to you, some strong feelings after the Spa weekend, especially regarding Max Verstappen. What would you like to happen now with regard to the rules of engagement between drivers out on the track when it comes to attacking and defending?
And one word to sum up how you're feeling going into the race? One word?
One word, I don't know.
Well, Kimi, such an eventful race, a disappointing way for it to end. Just tell us about what happened with Valtteri.
I think that's what we're working for, us and the whole team, is to have that winning car and to fight for the championship.
Kimi?
Kimi, great drive. How good does the champagne taste after a race that long?
And what about a podium? Is that within reach?
You've also now had a chance to study video of the collision at the start with Sebastian. Have you discussed it together during the week, and what conclusions have you come to?
Can you attack those Mercedes?
When you say struggle to make sense of the car, what areas are you not happy with? What's not working for you?
Kimi, over 5 years since your last victory, what is the winning feeling like?
Championship with Ferrari in 2007, you decided to go off and race some other types of cars, and you even wound up here in America driving in NASCAR. Can you kind of compare what it's like driving the American oval tracks as opposed to the road race courses of Formula One?